If you like the video, make a drink and subscribe to the channel.
There's something about this little bit of alphanumeric chicanery BMW is pulling here that's a tad offensively simplistic. The new 8 Series is not bigger than the 7 Series. It is, in fact, 16.1 inches shorter overall. It's even 1.8 inches shorter than was the 6 Series 2-door that it replaces. It is, however, the same width as that last generation of BMW's big coupe, and its roof is actually slightly higher. Despite a smarter mix of high-strength steel, aluminum, and even a small amount of structural carbon fiber around the center tunnel, the curb weight for the M850i xDrive convertible we drove here, BMW claims, is actually a touch heavier than the equivalent 6 Series. The insult comes from the numerical twist on bigger is better. The reason for the name change is that BMW thinks customers will be more comfortable paying more for a car if the first digit of its alphanumeric designation is higher. And so, the former 2-door 6 leapfrogs the 7 Series to become the 8. There are still 6 Series cars in the 2019 lineup, but the Grand Coupe and hatchback Gran Turismo are both 4 doors. 8 out of 6. If the 8 isn't more than the 6 in size, though, it is more in several important ways. The first of those is design. In any form other than the Grand Coupe, the 6 was too conservative. But the 8 Series has more sculpting in its flanks, more sinew in its hood, and those great, gaping air intakes in the front fascia. Taillights inspired by the wild i8 hybrid never would have looked at home on the 6 Series, but they work here. And inside, where the 6 Series was constructed from large forms and sharp angles, there's more art and nuance in the 8, which relies on more organic curvatures and shapes. More important, the 8 is more than the 6 in terms of performance. The M850i's twin-turbo V8 still displaces 4.4 liters, but the engine has been redesigned from the crankcase up and now makes 523 horsepower and 553 pounds-foot of torque. Not only is that up 78 and 73 units, respectively, over the old 650, it's down only 37 horsepower from the old M6's engine and actually up 53 pounds-foot of torque. We know there's an M8 on the horizon, and this has us awfully excited. Superior moves. Not that the M850i isn't plenty exciting. With a launch control program that effectively neutral slams the ZF8 speed on the all-wheel drive system. It hits 60 miles per hour from rest in just 3.5 seconds and rips through the quarter mile in 11.8 at 119 miles per hour. Remember when the Nissan GT-R democratized 11-second quarter miles for sub-$150,000 cars? Now, here is a paunchy 4-seat BMW convertible that can do so without the warranty-voiding woe that hung a big asterisk on the GT-R's accomplishment. And the soundtrack is an improvement even on the current M5. The M-car's exhaust note is a high-pitched whir that doesn't necessarily even sound like an internal combustion engine. The M850i's twin-turbo, on the other hand, bellows out a bassy old-school V8 beat that recalls Detroit's best muscle cars at idle, rocking like boats on the high seas. There's no rocking from the 850 in motion, though, not even over rough roads. For a vehicle with such a big hole in its structure, the 8 Series convertible is remarkably solid. You can cap or uncap that hole with the power soft top at speeds up to 31 miles per hour in only 15 seconds. And even in Sport Plus mode, which sets the adjustable dampers to their firmest. There's no harshness over the sharpest bumps and potholes. BMW's ride and handling engineers likely did themselves a favor by balancing the M850i convertible's 4,643 pounds on relatively modestly sized rubber, 245 35ths R20s up front and 275 30ths R20s out back, keeping unsprung weight down. There is, however, still enough contact patch for the big Beimer to circle the skid pad with a solid 0.99 grams of grip, as well as stop from 70 miles per hour in a tidy 151 feet. The best change among the driving modes is the steering weight, which is too low in comfort, but grows progressively better as the vehicle settings get more aggressive. A grander price. All that said, the way in which the 8 is most more than the 6 is in price. At a base price of $122,395, The 2019 M850i xDrive convertible is more than $20k more expensive than was the equivalent 2018 650 xDrive drop top. We guess that, if you're going to pull that one over on your buyers, a name change makes sense.